Hi there, friends. Today we are going to be reading a book called Looking for a Moose. I like this book. It reminds me of the video that I made about going on an animal hunt, and that's what these children are doing in this book. They're going and looking specifically for a moose. We like this book at our house. I hope that you will too. It's by Phyllis Root. She wrote the words, and Randy Cecil, he drew the pictures. Have you ever seen a moose? A long leggy moose, a branchy antler, dinner diving, bulgy nose moose. No, we've never, ever seen a moose, and we really want to see a moose. So they're getting that plan to go and look for a moose. Let's go. We put on our hats, we pull on our boots. We look in the woods, tromp stomp, the treesy, breezy, tilty, stilty, wobbly, knobbly woods. So far, no moose, but I do see a squirrel, I see a fox, I see a bird, I see their doggy, I see a dragonfly, and another bird and a dragonfly. So they're finding animals, just not the one they're looking for. We look and we look, but it's just no use. We don't see any long leggy moose. Now what? We'll look in the swamp for a dinner diving moose. We roll up our pants, we take off our boots. They're looking anywhere and everywhere for that moose. We wade in the swamp, squeech, squooch, squeech, squooch, the sloppy, gloppy, lily, loppy, slurpy, glurpy swamp. Now it looks like there's a duck in there. That's a new one. Another frog. Ah, a turtle. I've never noticed that before. We've read this book a number of times. And you know what? The more you read books and look at the pictures, the illustrations, the more you'll find in them, especially in a book like this, because they're little teeny tiny pictures. We look and we look, but it's just no use. We don't see any long leggy dinner diving moose. I sure don't see any, do you? I don't. Now what? We'll look in the bushes for a branchy antler moose. We roll down our pants, we button up our sleeves. They're looking and they're looking. We scrape through the bushes, scritch, scratch, the brambly, ambly, bunchy, scrunchy, scrubby, shrubby bushes. I do see a new animal in here. I see a bunny, and I see some different butterflies, and I see another bunny up here. We look and we look, but it's just no use. We don't see any long leggy dinner diving branchy antler moose. Look closely. See if you find something different on this page or on these pages. Just look. Now what? We'll look on the hillside for a bulgy nosed moose. We take off our hats. We tighten up our packs. We scramble up the hillside, trip trop, the rocky, blocky, lumpy, bumpy, fuzzy, muzzy hillside. They're still looking. They're not giving up. We look and we look, but it's just no use. We'll never, ever see a moose. Now look on these pages. Do you see anything different? I think towards the end of the book, which is coming very soon, you will be able to recognize what these different things are that I'm talking about. Ooh, what's that? What in the world? Look there, it's a long leggy dinner diving branchy antler bulgy nosed moose. They found what they're looking for after all this time. They went through so many different places. And a moose, and a moose, and a moose. Wow. They went looking for one, and they found so many more. We've never, ever seen so many moose. They're everywhere. And that is the end of the story. Oh, and let's just take a look at the whole cover. I think it's a neat picture. Anyhow, they're looking for a moose. They're going out and they're exploring in the woods, the swamp, a variety of places, the hills, mountains. And you guys have that opportunity to get out and explore around as well. Maybe you won't find a moose where you live, but I'm sure that you can find some different animals. All right, you're just gonna have to look and see what you can find because they're out there. And there are places where you can see a moose, all right? But you might have to travel somewhere and find some new things to see. But you have to get outside to do it. If for some reason you can't, you can look in books, you can look on the computer, you can watch different videos and learn more about animals. Anyhow, looking for a moose. I got it actually from our house. We own this book, all right? So we bought it, but you can go ahead and look. Maybe it's in your school library or your public library. And if you really, really like it, like we do in our house, you can buy the book. Anyway, thank you so much for reading with me, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. Bye-bye. SUBSCRIBE, subscribe.